Good morning, students. Welcome to your geography class. I hope all of you are well. Today we will start a new chapter. As you can see, today we will discuss about the fourth chapter, that is climate. Okay, so we all know that every single day, okay, we experience different types of atmosphere. Okay, every single day we experience different types of weather. Okay, and every single period of time we experience different type of season. Okay, so all this together we'll discuss in this chapter, that why different day wise, different season wise, okay, different time wise, okay, why we are experiencing different atmospheric conditions, how are they affecting our climate, okay, and why we are having change in this. So first we discuss about what is climate and weather. Okay, so climate and weather, okay, climate and weather both refers to the atmospheric condition but in a different way. So climate refers to the sum of the total weather conditions and variations over a large area for a long time of period more than 30 years. Okay, so when we can call it as a climate, now when the sum of the total weather condition means every single day wise, when we are having the total of the weather condition and the variation, okay, how every single month wise or season wise, how we are having variation in temperature, atmospheric pressure, okay, precipitation wise, when we are going to have all these thing together and we are having a proper report, okay, about this, we for a long time, a period which is more than 30 years, we call it climate. Okay, so and next is weather. Now weather refers to the state of the atmosphere or atmospheric condition over an area at a point of time. It means within 24 hours. Okay, within 24 hours the state of atmospheric pressure over an area at a point in a small area, okay, in a small area, when we have atmospheric condition for 24 hours or for a small time of period, we can refer it as a weather. Okay, so what is the difference between climate and weather? Now weather refers to the small time of period within 24 hours and for a small area, but climate refers to the a large area with a long period of time atmospheric condition. Okay, so difference is only timing wise. Climate also refers to the all atmospheric factors or conditions but for a long period of time which is more than 30 years, but weather, it refers to the state of atmosphere within very small time of period and within a very small area. Okay, now what are the elements that we consider of weather and climate? Now the element of weather and climate are the same. It is temperature, atmospheric pressure, wind, humidity as well as precipitation. So these are some common elements both we have in weather and climate. First of all, the temperature, the very common thing, then we have atmospheric pressure or air pressure, then next we have wind, we have humidity and we have precipitation. Now precipitation can be rainfall or snowfall, okay, depending upon the altitude as well as latitude. Okay, so these are some elements which refers to both the weather and climate. But when we have all these elements within 24 hours, we observe all these elements within 24 hours, we call it weather. All these elements when we observe for last 30-40 years, we call it climate. Okay, so this is the definition between climate and weather. Now you may have observed that the weather condition fluctuate very often. Yes, weather condition within 24 hours fluctuate. Okay, like some days you have seen bright sunshine, okay, next moment you are going to have the rainfall. Okay, sometimes you have seen that we have suddenly cyclone, okay, and the whole thing is changed, the atmospheric condition is totally changed. So weather is always fluctuate very often within a day maybe, but there is some common patterns over a few weeks or month. That there are some times of the month or year that is cool or hot. Okay, like during summer season, what type of atmospheric condition we have? It is very much hot. In during winter season, we are having very cool kind of temperature. We sometimes we see that during summer season especially, wind movements are very much calm, or we don't have any wind movement. But during winter and during monsoon, we have seen that we have very windy type of condition, atmospheric condition. Okay, so it's totally depend upon the atmospheric elements, how it is changing. Every single atmospheric elements are working together, but their pattern depend upon the overall climate and overall weather condition. Okay, now the world divided into number of climatic regions. Okay, yes, our world divided into number of climatic regions. Our country is known as monsoon type of climate region. Okay, so as we all know about this word monsoon, but from where this monsoon word derived? And the word monsoon is derived from the Arabic word mawshim. Okay, as you can see, monsoon is not a Indian word, it's an Arabic word. Basically, it's derived from the Arabic word mawshim, which literally means season. Okay, monsoon refers to the seasonal reversal in the wind direction during the year. So monsoon, this word derived from the Arabic word mawshim, which means season. Now yes, this monsoon wind, due to monsoon or monsoon wind, we have a seasonal reversal or seasonal change in our country. Okay, so that's why we call it a monsoon type of climate. Okay, Indian subcontinent known as monsoon type of climate. As you can see, the climate of India is described as the monsoon type, because due to this monsoon wind movement, we have a reversal change. Okay, we have a seasonal reversal or seasonal change in our country, so we call our climate as monsoon type climate. So this type of climate is found mainly in the south and southern east India. Okay, so as I just said, that not only in India, also in south as well as Southeast Asia, we also experience this type of climate. So despite an overall unit of general pattern, there are predictable region variation in climatic conditions within the country. Okay, so because we are talking about the climate, so we have the observation of the weather condition of last 30 to 40 years. Okay, when we have a observation, a proper report, so we have a proper pattern. Okay, proper pattern of climatic condition that we observed from last 30 to 40 years, and we can predict. Okay, we can predict the seasons. Okay, we can predict that when monsoon rainfall will start. As you know, weather forecasting is what? You have a weather update. Okay, what will happen next 24 hours, or what will happen within next 10 days. Okay, that idea we are having. So how is it possible to get the idea? Now, because we have the report of the climate from last 20-40 years. Okay, so as you know, due to monsoon, okay, or due to monsoon wind, or due to monsoon type of the climate, okay, we have variety. Okay, we have variety in temperature, humidity, as well as in air pressure in our country. Now in summer, the mercury occasionally touches 50 degrees centigrade in some part of Rajasthan desert. Yes, averagely in summer season, in Rajasthan, the temperature is above than 50 degrees centigrade sometimes, where at the same time Jammu Kashmir, they are experiencing 20 degrees centigrade temperature. Okay, why they mention this thing? It is only because we have a diversity of temperature seasons as well in our country. Now at the same time, in summer season when Rajasthan is going to experience 50 degrees centigrade of temperature, at the same time Jammu Kashmir is going to experience only 20 degrees centigrade of temperature. How it is possible? How it is possible that at the same time both the different parts of the country, okay, experiencing different thing? There are some factors which always influence the climate. Okay, there are some particular factors are there which is going to affect the climate. What are they? We will discuss it here. Okay, so as you can see now, in certain places there is a wide difference between the day and night temperature. In near the third desert area, the day temperature may rise 50 degrees centigrade but drop down nearby 15 degree every single night. On the other hand, there is a hardly any difference in day and night temperature in Andaman Nicobar and in Kerala. Okay, so being in a same country, being in a same landmass, okay, how it is possible that different parts of India experiencing different things? In desert area where temperature of daytime is touching 50 degrees centigrade, at the night time it dropped down up to 15 degree. At the same time in Andaman Nicobar and Kerala, they experience same type of temperature or moderate type of temperature during day and during night. How it is possible? Okay, so for that we need to understand the factors which is going to affect the climate. Okay, because all these factors are working together or in a different way they are working, that's why we experience different type of weather conditions. Okay, so first of all, as you can see here, we have climate controls. Okay, these are the factors which is going to control the climate or which is going to affect the climate. So there are 6 major controls of the climate of any place. Okay, so according to these 6 factors, mainly we divided world climate. Okay, depending upon these factors only we divided the world climate. So what are the factors are there? The first is latitude, then is altitude, then pressure and wind system. Pressure means atmospheric pressure, okay, or air pressure. Then we have distance from sea, ocean currents, as well as relief features. So these are some 6 controls or factors are going to affect the climate. It is latitude, altitude, air pressure, wind system, distance from sea and ocean currents, and definitely relief features. So first we'll discuss about the latitude. As you know, 0 degree is the equator, right? So the place which is close to that 0 degree or the place which is close to 0 degree, they are going to experience a huge amount of temperature as they are going to have the straight sunlight throughout the year, right? So in our country we have the latitude starting from south 8 degree 4 minute north to that 7 degree 6 minute north, right? So as we know, 8 degree 4 minute north or the southern part of India, because it is very much close to equator, so they always experience sunlight, a proper amount of sunlight and a huge temperature. As we will move towards the northern part of India, as you know, 37 degree 6 minute north, which is far from the equator. So we will, in northern part of India, we experience less temperature as sunlight we have here very much less. So different latitudes, as we know, around the world we have. Some places are close to equator, which is 0 degree. Some places are within Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn. Okay, some places are above than that. Some places we have in 90 degree. Okay, so the 90 degree, as we know, we are having totally glacier where there is no sunlight, there is no temperature. So that portion is Antarctica, right? Northern pole or southern pole. So depending upon the latitude, the first factor, why? Because depending upon the latitude, there is a variation in getting sunlight. Okay, so the more you are close to equator, more sunlight you will get, so proper temperature you will get over there. As you are far from the equator, you will get less amount of sunlight. Okay, so automatic temperature and the other atmospheric conditions are different over there. So first factor is latitude. Okay, second factor is altitude. Altitude means, we all know, is height. Now as we know, per 1000 meter wise height of the land will increase. It is going 6.4 degrees centigrade temperature will decrease. Okay, per 1000 meter height increase, 6.4 degrees centigrade temperature decrease. So as much you are close to sea level, because from sea level we always measure the land. Okay, as much as you are close to sea level, which is 0 meter to up to 30 meter, okay, you are going to experience more temperature. Okay, as you are far from the sea level, like the mountain regions, okay, like Himalaya, Andes, etc., etc., as these portions are far from the sea level, they are having height more than 6000 meter. The highest peak point of the world is Mount Everest, which is 8848 meters. Okay, so as it is far from the sea level, okay, automatically if you went there, you know that more northern part of Himalaya we will go, we experience more cold weather. Why? Because here not only latitude is a factor, as well as height is also an important factor. Okay, height is also an important factor, because this areas, okay, Himalayan portion height is much more than the sea level, and as I just said, per 1000 meter height increase or altitude increase, 6.4 degrees centigrade temperature decrease. So more you are close to sea level, okay, you will experience more temperature. As you are far from the sea, okay, from sea level, okay, your height is higher than that, you will experience less amount of temperature. Next we have the air pressure and the wind system. Okay, so yes, definitely that the more you are close to sea, okay, the more you are close to sea, you are going to experience a good amount of air pressure. Air pressure is here close to sea region is high. As you will move towards the interior part of the country, you will experience less wind as well as less air pressure. Not only for that, the more temperature increase, not only for increment in temperature, water evaporates, also air evaporates. So during summer season in the landmass of India, when we are getting huge amount of temperature, what happened now, air pressure started decreasing. When air pressure started decrease, it means it will create a low pressure zone. Low pressure zone means where we have less air pressure. Okay, so when we have this type of situation on landmass of the country, in ocean we have exactly opposite thing. We have higher pressure of air. It means we have a proper air pressure over there. And always remember that air pressure always try to keep themselves in a balance. Okay, whenever there is a low pressure zone, high pressure zone always try to help it out. Okay, so in the landmass basically we have, when we have the air pressure, okay, due to when temperature increase, air pressure also started decreasing, like evaporation only, also air evaporates. So air due to that air pressure started decreasing, and for that also what happened, wind movement stopped totally. It became very much calm. Okay, wind movement also become very much stop. Okay, and very much calm. But at the same time in ocean what we have the high pressure, and as I said, always air pressure try to keep themselves in a balance. So wherever there is a low pressure, high pressure zone always try to provide it the amount of air pressure it required. That's why it creates cyclone. That's why it creates cyclone, because during summer season, when the mainland of India we are experiencing huge temperature, air pressure decrease, no wind, no rainfall. In ocean we are experiencing high pressure. As low pressure zone is getting down and down, high pressures from high pressure zone, wind will try to enter the landmass to cover it up, to balance it out. Okay, and as they are going to increase their speed, which is like this year only experienced Yash, okay, with the speed of that cyclone or wind was per hour I think 120 kilometer. Okay, so when the wind started entering the landmass with a huge speed, it creates the cyclone, it creates the disaster. Okay, so air pressure and wind movements also affects or control climate. Okay, like during summer season we have low pressure zone on landmass of India. In ocean we have high pressure. In winter on landmass of India we have high pressure, but in ocean we have low pressure. Now in winter the low pressure that we have in ocean is not like same like landmass, but still it is less than the land. Okay, now next thing is that distance from the sea. So as you are more close to sea, you will always experience moderate climate, means moderate temperature, moderate sunlight, this one. So as you are far from sea, you are living in interior part, okay, we experience everything extreme temperature, extreme precipitation and all. So as the distance from sea will increase, we will live in interior part of the country, okay, we are going to experience continental climate. What is continental climate? Now continental climate means everything is extreme. When we have summer, extreme temperature or extreme hotness. When we have winter, we have extreme coldness, that we know. In winter season in the northern part of India, we are experiencing 2-3 degrees centigrade of temperature. Okay, but if you go to southern part of India, they experience still the average temperature like 20, 19, 22, like this way. Okay, why? Because they are close to ocean. The coastal regions of India, which is close to ocean, they will always experience moderate climate, not too much hot, not too much cold. But as you are living in the interior part of the country, as you are far from the ocean, as your distance increase, you will experience continental climate, which is everything is extreme. Okay, lastly we have the fact is ocean currents. Okay, so we have two types of ocean currents, warm ocean currents and cold ocean currents. Okay, so the oceans that belongs to the higher latitude, okay, the ocean that belongs to higher latitude, they are having, because they are getting less amount of sunlight, so they are having cold ocean current, okay, or cold movement of the water. Okay, but as the oceans are close to equator or in the lower side of latitude, they experience a good amount of sunlight, they absorb a good amount of sunlight, so they creates warm ocean currents. Okay, so this warm ocean currents are going to move from any place, it will affect that climate. Okay, if warm ocean current is going to move from one place, it will affect the climate, it will increase the temperature. At the same time, when a cold ocean currents are going to move from one place, it is going to decrease the temperature. So ocean currents also affect, okay, the temperature of the water is also affect the coastal regions specially. So we have two types of ocean currents, cold, warm and cold. Okay, warm ocean currents are going to increase the temperature of the coastal region. Cold ocean currents are going to decrease the temperature of the coastal region. So together all these factors are going to affect the climate. And as you know, we have the diversity in our country by physical feature. We have desert, we have ocean, we have mountain, we have everything. Okay, so all these factors together affects us, and that's why we have a different types of season and different types of climatic condition in different times of the year. And according to all these factors, we also can divide, okay, we also can divide the world climate. Okay, so today we discuss about what is climate, what is weather, how in our country, okay, within the same country only, different places, different states are experiencing different climatic condition, and what are the factors that are going to affect the climate, or what are the factors that are going to control the climate. Okay, hopefully this video helps you to understand today's topic. Thank you students, thank you for watching today's video. Thank you very much.